One friendly hostile.
Sprinted down scuba.
Get down on my trench.
Nice.
What's up, guys? All right, so today we are going to be doing a operator guide on how to play Jager. So we're going to be going through everything about Jager. We're talking about his loadout, talking about his utilities, ADSs, and how to excel and rank up while playing Jager. Let's get to it, yeah? All right, so now let's talk about Jager's loadout. So you have the M870 and the 416 Carbine. So the 416 Carbine only has 1x sights, flat shot. You can have extended barrel and a vert grip or no grip. So this is my normal loadout. I'll use a flat shatter and a vert grip. So this gun is great, decent damage, decent fire rate. It's basically a low tier assault rifle. And then you have the M870. This thing puts people down at very close, pretty close range. I mean, it has a little bit of range, but it puts people down. It is a very strong pump. A lot of times you will see people running the shotgun, but this tends to be the gun that most people are going to be playing while playing Jager. So. And you have one option for a pistol, the P12. I mean, it's okay. It's just a normal pistol. Nothing too crazy here. Then you have the bulletproof as well as barbed wire. So most of the time you are going to be running barb, as Jager is going to be the guy that kind of expected to run the barb. There are going to be occasions that you won't want to run a bulletproof cam, like let's say cafe, you're holding top floor, putting it on heaven balcony. Basically place it in like an overwatch position where it's not very easy for the attackers to destroy, and you can still get intel. But a lot of the time, you just be running barbed wire. So let's talk about Jager's utility, the ADSs. So the way that they work, you place it down, and they will absorb any attacker utility besides capital arrows. So it takes it long to activate, and it will grab a piece of utility that's thrown. As long as it has line of sight on the utility, it'll grab the utility, let's say like when it like gets to here. So gotta be careful on how you place it because it has to have line of sight on it. And you can stack them up so you can just deny 3 sets of utility. So the good thing about ADSs compared to the Wamidis is that you can stack them up like this and they're not going to destroy each other, 1. And 2, after time, they will reset. So once it destroys a piece of utility, it will be not active for about 10 to 12 seconds, and then it'll turn back on and it'll be able to destroy more utility. They get 1 charge each until they have to reset. So these are 3. So when they start throwing grenades, flashbangs, or what have you from the bunker door, like so, I mean, this is gonna be open. A lot of attackers are going to throw flashbangs and grenades from here to try to get a smoke shield while you're playing elbow. You're gonna be behind a shield playing elbows as smoke, or I mean, whoever's over here. These ADSs are going to keep you alive. If they destroy these ADSs, I mean, the shield's not gonna last very long. 1 frag grenade, you're gone. So when they start burning the ADSs, what I tend to do is I play a little bit more aggressive to push them back, and if just long enough for my ADSs to come back. So you have to throw off their timing, because if they're teaming up, the attackers are teaming up to burn your ADSs and clear you. That gives you a second or 2 to just distract them for your ADSs to come back. Then you have barbed wire. You place your barbed wire in a spot that you don't want them to rush you from. So I'd place one like there, as well as one right here. And that would just be my go-to setup. And then I'd play however I want as Jager, either using the carbine and holding from long range. I'll have the shotgun so I can show you guys the holes. So you can play from long range with the carbine, or you can play M870 and play on the staircase. And this thing does a lot of damage. This pump is fast. So now we're on cafe. Here's another way that I would use Jager's ADSs. So let's say you have a shield here at pixel. Place your ADSs like so. Basically, Jager's really strong when you want to stack your utility to keep the attackers out. Yes, they will be able to burn these, but having them set up together like so will help you out a lot. You don't always have to put 3 of them together, because once they burn 2, I mean, most of the time they would expect there to be a 3rd one. So sometimes I'll just put 2 there and then maybe use the 3rd for, like, let's say like over here for the cocktail guy, so that you get these grenades thrown from skylight you can actually hold and not die. Mix it up. You can do, I mean, you're gonna know how they're playing, so put them however you feel. Either stack them all up together or spread them apart. So it is a really strong in this position, because a lot of times attackers will throw grenades from this window or that window. And having the ADSs will give you time that, like, you can, like, try to catch them as they're throwing the grenades and shoot them in the face without being afraid of actually getting exploded, because this will zap the utility. So next I want to talk about Jager's gun, the Carbine. So Jager gets a lot of hate because this gun is not very easy to use, but I'm gonna show you guys the recoil. It is usable, but it is a difficult defender gun to get used to. It does 38 damage, so I mean, yes, go for headshots if you can manage, but this gun does a lot of damage to body shots as well, so don't be afraid to body them if you have to. It's a decent gun. It's not the best defender weapon, but it's definitely not the worst. But a lot of people won't want to play Jager because this gun is a little difficult. So go into the shooting range, go into the T-Hunt, play some Jager if you want to get better at this gun, to get used to the recoil. The recoil is not super hard to get used to, but it does take a little bit of practice. All right, now I'm going to show you guys a couple clips as Jager and talk about why these plays worked. We'll play it through first and then break it down. It's a little laggy. So let's talk about this clip. So going through it, I mean, one thing I like about Jager is you place your utility. Like, I place my utility next to the bench door. You can't really see it, but it's over in this direction. So one thing I like about Jager is that you can just place your utility down and then you can just focus on trying to win the round. You don't have to worry about utility. All you have is a gun to just take them out. It's either you or them. Jager's gun, decent fire rate, decent damage. The one thing I love about it is that you don't have to worry about headshots as much as, let's say, a gun like the MP5. Like the MP5, if you don't get a headshot, you are probably dying in this firefight. So what you guys will notice that once I miss the headshot, if I don't hit a headshot, I will focus on just trying to body shot them, getting bullets into them as fast as I possibly can just to take them out. Like here, I know one's on the main staircase, so we take that guy. I'm not sure if that's a headshot or not. That was. This guy I peek over, so I realized that my crosshair placement was horrible, so I am just going to crouch, try to hit a headshot, and just try to body him down. Yep, and we body him down there. So here I'm playing very aggressive with my... Yep, so right there, boom. Just look how fast this gun puts him down. Like if you're getting body shots and let's say a one armor operator, you're taking them down in like 3 shots. I don't think there was a single headshot on that. Oh, he ended with a headshot, but just that body shot damage is just great. So here's another clip on Canal. So here's one thing I like to do. Playing aggressive as Jager, I'll always swing aggressively into a firefight because this gun shreds. So a lot of times, like I'm playing Jager, I'm going to be swinging aggressively into a firefight. I'm going to let the attackers take a little bit of the map, and then I'll be swinging into them to just, you know, get shots in them at all, like just any shots I can. So like a gun like the MP5, because I'll play a lot of Malusi, let's be honest. That gun I have to hit a headshot or I'm going to die. This gun I can be a little bit more generous, so I play kind of like I have a shotgun that just has a little bit more range. Like I'm swinging like I saw him there. We take him out. All right, here's another good clip. Taking out that jackal. Wait, how did I get shot here? Oh, I think he was peeking from... Oh, wow. Oh my god, he's peeking from that wall. My teammate saved me. So Jager, I like to run around playing extremely aggressive. So like not necessarily sitting on site hugging the bomb or necessarily like hard roaming, because like I don't like to hard roam with an operator that doesn't have at least impacts, a secondary shotgun, or a nitro. Jager, I'm gonna have to use doorways and staircases, so I will play very soft near the site. So I'll always have a track back no matter where I'm at. Look at them rushing this, bro. One thing I like about Jager's gun that I don't think I've talked about, I don't think I've heard anybody else talk about this, it's a very good gun while pre-firing. So a lot of times you will notice like it will bump like crazy after the first couple shots, but once you get it going, like especially with the flash hider, you're going to be there. It's going to be very easy to keep that thing stable. So keeping that on the pixel as you swing, aiming at, you know, head height, or like I like to aim for like upper chest. So like if they crouch to get a headshot, or if it bumps up a little bit too much, they'll get a headshot. So just getting that pre-fire down is going to be really good. I mean, you still have to get used to the recoil because the gun is a little hard to control compared to like a gun like the MP5. So it does take a little bit of work, but once you get the hang of it, it's honestly not a bad gun. It's also a good gun for the tap fires. So you like see here how I have the ADSs set up. So what I like to do on Chalet is I'll place the ADSs here, maybe one near the pillar. So they'll start to burn the ADSs from either the trench door or the hallway. And then as they do that, I'll swing them, or I'll have a teammate throw a nitro at them to kill or make the attackers back up, giving the ADSs time to reset. That is a big power that Jager has that other operators won't have. Just you got to play around your teammates, and it'll be really good. And even if they weren't going to throw nitros, I'm still playing aggressively on the store, so I know grenades are never going to be an issue. Neither is his face. Ooh, like I got slammed. All right, so here's a little bit of an older clip, so we're gonna play it through. So like I said, like the cafe spot, forcing them to have to push through cigar. Once they clear the pixel, we back up, and then they have a lot less time than they would normally like. There's a little bit of music going on, hold on. So just keeping that pre-fire on where they're going to peek from, just to get any type of damage on them I possibly can there. You can do that with a lot of guns, but I mean, it is just really good, really strong to do that with guns that have decent damage, like let's say Jager or like Frost or UMP, etc. Like look, like just knowing that I know that he's lit and he's swinging, I just don't even have to worry about getting a headshot. Just hit fire to ADS, just aiming center a match just to get as many shots on them as possible. Moving out aggressively, getting body shots again, body shots again, but we take him out. Look at this, look at this. Those shots weren't even good, but he goes down. And we get a decent little pre-fire there. All right, here's the final clip I'm gonna leave you guys with. So I'm coming back, Merc's down. It's currently I think a 3v4. I'm swinging over, coming up the red staircase. 3v5. Take out one, we swing over, we take out another. These clips are just so like buggy. Take out another. Even that pre-fire, like even if he peeks. So one thing I like about this gun in the pre-fire is like, let's say they see me standing or I see them standing, I'll go crouch, aim what their head's going to be. If they peek it again, crouch, and just kind of keep my gun in this range versus keeping it head height, because once people do that quick peek, they're going to peek again, probably at a lower angle. A lot of times you will see this in higher elo. Tons of people do this, so don't be afraid to just try to laser beam here as much as you can, because if they peek, they'll be dead. And if they peek standing, they will probably miss you while they're peeking you standing, while you're crouched, and you can just body shot them down, especially with a gun like this. He ends up peeking at crouch and gets headshot. We do some damage to him, so now we know that he's probably a one shot. We get like 2 shots into him. Teammate goes down. And he goes down. Not even headshots, but the body is more than enough. Alright, that's it. Today I'm on how to play Jager in Rainbow Six Siege. So I just wanted to talk about biggest pros and cons as I leave you guys. So biggest pros, honestly, he is one of the best operators at just keeping enemy utility out. I mean, there's other options like let's say a Wamai or an Rooney, but he is, I feel like, the best. He is the best gadget for keeping everything out. Wamai is a good pick, but Wamai's take time throughout the round, and his disc can't be stacked up. You have to be strategic on how you throw them. Jaegers, you can stack them all up in a circle and they will reset, so you get potentially infinite uses if you plan out how you're going to defend. So Jaeger is always going to have a place in Rainbow Six Siege. The biggest con is that he only has access to a bulletproof as well as barb. Sometimes you want an impact or a nitro, and his guns do take a little bit of skill to use. Like the shotgun, you're going to need a decent game awareness to be able to push them with the shotgun because it has very short range, but it does a lot of damage on like close engagements, like that's Oregon Staircase. And the carbine is a little tough to use. It's not the worst gun in the game, but it is tough to use. So that's one of the biggest cons of Jaeger. But other than that, like, he's just a great op. Your teammates aren't going to think you're throwing when you play Jaeger. Let's say you play Caveira, you know. Jaeger's a great op all around. So play more Jaeger. Yeah, that's it today. Make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, leave a like for more. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Daily uploads. We'll be doing a lot more tips and tricks and operator guides, so be sure to stop by again. Peace out, guys.